I think this looks pretty good. Just a couple areas for improvement. It sort of looks like it's hanging in the air on the top of this jump. See how it's like pretty much stays level there? Um, you're looking for kind of a more arc shape bounce. And the forward momentum kind of speeds up and then slows down again. It should be a little more even. So let's take a look at those things in Maya. Um, Also, normally you would use the ball move control to animate and just use the placement to place it at the beginning of the scene. But let's take a look at the graph editor. Oh, right, so you did the placement. Yeah. So yeah, first with the forward momentum, see how it starts out slow, speeds up, and then slows down at the end. Now it is okay to slow down at the end, but it's not. It doesn't make sense to have it gradually speed up because, well, that it sort of defies physics. And then I would probably usually tone that down some. Okay, that's a little more believable now. And then let's look at the shape of the y curve. So see how it's really flat on top here, and I think you just want to tone down this arc shape a little bit. Let's see if we like that any better. There's a subtle difference. I mean, I think it's a little better. Yeah, but overall that's looking pretty good. Okay, and let's look at the realistic one. What I really like about this is the sort of unevenness to the bounces, which has that feel of how a tennis ball moves. I think you could be doing more with the rotate. Um, for example, because because the ball suddenly starts covering more ground on this jump than it does like the next one, I expect to see more spin here to kind of feel like the momentum is justified by the spin. Um, and the other thing is the first bounce feels really slow. So let's take a look at that. Oh, that's the top. That's interesting. Okay. So let's see. To go from here to here, it's taking 10 frames. And then to go from here to here, it's taking 5 frames. But the height distance isn't that big that it would justify that big of a difference in timing. So if this is 10 frames, let me get to the top of this one. We're at 18 to 25. Oh, sorry, that's 7. Well, I guess it's closer than I thought. 0, but 0 to 10, so it's really like, yeah. it's like really like 11 frames because we're starting at 0 instead of frame 1. So yeah, I mean, I would just take a few out of there. Um, oh, wrong thing. Where's the, oh, it's right here. I'm just going to grab all these curves. And maybe take out a couple here. So keys, remove in between. Keys, I'm just right mouse clicking, remove in between. Alright, let's watch that. There's also something soft about the contact there. I don't know where you put your... Yeah, look at the shape of this first curve. Not quite right. Okay. While we're here, what I'm also noticing, oops, is, oh, that has an extra contact frame. I wouldn't tend to do that with a realistic ball. But now we have a bounce is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's 9 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2. So it's weird to me that these are all like, I would even that out first of all, so that it's more even between the up and the down. And would also, I mean, the time does get somewhat shorter on these, but like this one should definitely be shorter than this one, and lower. And the other thing that can be nice, we'll go even lower. Oops. Is you can put in, so if that's 2.241, you can put a couple other little ones in here. I'm going to put on auto keyframe, like 1.5, and then I'm just holding down K to drag this forward, and then 1, and then another tiny one, 1.1. Just almost looks like a little tiny vibration at the end. Let's watch that. Do you see that little kind of almost vibration at the end? It just makes it feel more like a ball. I still feel like there's some weird timing issues in here. And this is where I was also saying, like, if we played with the, since that's traveling more distance here to here, I might, which one's the rotate one? I can't tell because these long names. Where did you put your rotate? Oh, here. Top control. No, that's not it. Where the heck is the rotate? Ball deform. Move. What's it down here? Oh, sorry. There it is. Yeah, it's also weird to have it like speed up and slow down like that. So first thing I would do is at least um, make it linear to start, but then I might get in there and play with it. So let's see where we're at now, now that it's at least linear. It's a little hard to tell. It's, oh, okay. Well, and then you'll have to adjust at the end. I mean, you might want it to actually, we could put back, isn't this to rotate? There it is. Maybe we want to, like, if we can start out linear, but then maybe we want to end up flat. So it can gradually slow down its rotation. So it slows down at the end. It's better. And so for this one, I would say let's key this here. And then let's just put an extra little spin there. But then if we go back to the graph editor, we'll have to, because we spun so much there, we'll have to move this one down accordingly. So this is kind of following here. I might make these linear because I think it's on the bounce that there's like a sudden change of speed. We'll keep that flat, so it suddenly speeds up here and then kind of continues at the rate it had before it sped up. Let's see how we like that. It's a subtle difference. Let's just walk through it kind of closer. Yeah, anyway. But generally I would say this is good. Um, and yeah, and a few little improvements could make it better. So nice work on this.